Hi, Dave Sill here. ST4 continues to be interesting as an object of study. I think when Frank and Rob and I first got started, and then the second round where we invited in the initial or original 6 people to partake in the 8-week circuit, I think the walkaway at that point was how terrific it was to, how therapeutic it was to have this place that you could turn to each week and really embrace being vulnerable and sharing with more or less strangers, getting different perspectives from those strangers and sharing with those strangers. So I think that that's definitely a very real element that's threaded throughout the whole thing. And yet I also think that, maybe that could be misperceived. Some could think, oh, so what is it? Is it this feel-good thing? Is it this, hey, let's just get together and share with strangers? I actually think that it's much more practical than that from a skills standpoint, much more pragmatic, because if you consider the format, the reasons that the choices were made to stick to a format and to cover the areas that were chosen were because we believed that it forced one outside of one's comfort zone in terms of things that we all use. So, forced to be working on your public speaking each week, forced to be working on your listening skills each week, forced to be working on your time management skills, your small group leadership skills. These are things that, whether professionally or personally, it's a good idea to continue to get better at those types of things, because they're always going to be there. You're always going to need to use them and to leverage them. And so I think the format is one where, it's just like if you get up and go to the gym each day or X number of days per week and you have a routine, yes, you want to mix that routine up every once in a while, but the mere fact that you go and you do these exercises in this order, that means you're checking the box, you're getting those things done, and those things probably wouldn't otherwise get done if you didn't have that kind of a routine and some sort of habit forming around that routine. So in a similar vein, the mere fact that for 8 weeks as an ST4 tribes person, you're committing to showing up and adhering to this format, if nothing else, that's 8 weeks of doing something that you probably wouldn't otherwise do in terms of practicing public speaking and time management skills and listening skills and small group leadership skills. So I think that that's going to pay a lot of dividends for people, especially if they go through multiple tribes. We're kind of about to start our 3rd iteration, and I've now been through it twice, and in each of those 8-week cycles, the positive momentum that I took from being prepared each week and embracing my role and offering perspective and receiving perspective, just terrific. Just all kinds of, it touches all these other areas of your life, and it wouldn't happen if I didn't have to show up each week for this 24-minute hangout. So something to consider with ST4.